My name is Sarah, and today I'm going to walk you through the basics of the Mobile Commons platform. When you first log into the Mobile Commons platform, you're going to log into our dashboard. The dashboard is a quick view into the most recent activity in your platform. We also have a couple pieces of marketing content here on the right-hand side, so feel free to check out our referral program. Definitely spend some time looking into our blog. We have a lot of recent case studies here, some links to industry-specific news, and some just good ideas about how to run your mobile campaigns. We also have a link to upcoming events. So this includes basic training webinars and any topic-specific webinars that our team is hosting. On our dashboard, we're also going to take a look here at our subscribers. So we have the active subscribers. This is the total amount of people in your platform as of right now that can receive text messages from you. That number is going to be a little bit different than your total amount of profiles that have ever interacted with your platform. So anytime a 10-digit phone number interacts with the Mobile Commons platform, whether that's from a keyword, a web form, an uploaded group, a CRM sync, we create a profile. We then look to see whether that profile is subscribed to something. So did they come in through an opt-in path? Did the group you uploaded them to get subscribed to an opt-in path? Or are they not even a mobile phone number? So we'll do some work on the Mobile Commons side to address whether that phone number is a mobile phone number, whether they can receive messages from you, what carrier they are on, and whether they can receive MMS or not. So we do all those things behind the scenes, but you will see a higher profile number here than active subscribers. That's literally any 10-digit phone number that has ever interacted with your Mobile Commons platform. You're also able to see and hear your statistics for that month. This is just your usage so far this month. How many messages were sent, received, MMS, phone calls if you have that, links clicked. So that's all right here, just in a quick view. And then you're also able to see the most recent broadcasts that you have sent out. You can also navigate to see all of your broadcasts. So that's your dashboard, and that's a good place to get started when you log into the Mobile Commons platform, just to get a quick view into your activity. So the place you're going to spend most of your time in the Mobile Commons platform is in text messaging and campaigns. You'll see there's two sections here, a master campaign section and a regular campaign section. The master campaign is simply a roll-up of all of the active subscribers in your account at that time. If you needed to send every single subscriber in your account a message, you might use the master campaign. This is really only used for administrative type messages. So you're moving on to a new short code. Say you got a dedicated short code and you want to let all of your subscribers know you're going to start receiving messages on a new short code instead of the old shared short code. So that might be one good reason why you would send out messages from there. In general, we don't want to be spending a lot of time in there. We don't want to have a lot of opt-in paths in there or creating our broadcasts from there. You want to focus around creating campaigns in this section that are specific to the types of messaging you're getting out. So each client is going to be a little bit different as far as how you want to organize your campaigns. You may have different types of constituents you're trying to reach out to. So you might have, for example, a number of constituents that you want to address about environmental issues, and then a separate group of subscribers you might want to address about, say, animal issues. So say you have two campaigns then, a wildlife campaign and an environmental campaign. There's always ways to target subgroups within those two campaigns, as well as target groups that include members of both campaigns. So in general, you want to think about how you're going to organize your campaigns to align with how your organization organizes their particular sets of messaging and constituents. And you'll align your campaigns with that structure. So in order to create a new campaign, I'm going to hit new campaign here, and I'm going to go to that earlier example and just pretend that this is going to be my wildlife campaign. So these are constituents that are interested in wildlife conservation issues. So I'm going to hit new campaign. I'm going to give this a name. You can give it a description here if you want, but this is only internal and no end subscriber is going to see either the name or the description. Then I'm going to hit create. And now that I have a campaign, this is where I'm going to send out my messaging. I'm going to be able to set up a messaging schedule, and I'm going to first create a way for subscribers to get into my campaign. So I'm going to hit create opt-in path. This is the way a subscriber will get into your campaign. So maybe they're coming from a web opt-in path. Maybe they're coming from a keyword that they've texted in. Maybe they're coming from a CRM sync. No matter what, you're going to create an opt-in path or the way that they are going to join a campaign. So regardless of how you're getting them into Mobile Commons, you're going to need an opt-in path. So I'm going to hit create an opt-in path. Here you have your two options, either texting a keyword to your shortcode or any other method. So if you have built a registration form on your website and you're connecting that to Mobile Commons, you're going to choose any other method. If you have a CRM sync and that's become connected to Mobile Commons, you're also going to choose any other method. We're just going to do a keyword one here to get started. So I'm going to hit create campaign, and now we'll add the keyword or keywords that our subscribers can text in to join our campaign. So maybe this is for wildlife. I'm going to hit wildlife. So this keyword is available, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. And I also like to think of a couple different ways subscribers may either mishear the keyword or misspell the keyword. So I will also save it as a phrase, wildlife. That's also available. And maybe I'll just do wild. Now, you'll see in here that some keywords are not available. On a shared shortcode, which is the type of shortcode that my particular account is on, we share the shortcode across a couple different clients. So if another client's already taken that keyword, the keyword has to be unique to the shortcode, and you cannot have the keyword. So in that case, I'm going to type in my dog's name, which I have already taken. So this says is already taken. You'll know that you cannot use that keyword. You should come up with another keyword that's more relevant to your campaign, but is available. So in this case, I have 3 here. I'm going to hit continue. And now I can start building out my message. So think through the experience that you want your subscribers to go through when they first join your campaign. Let them know who you are. Let them know a little bit about the types of messages that they can expect to receive from you. And maybe you want to gather a little bit of information from them as well. So if this is your first time interacting with a subscriber or talking to them, you might want to get something like an email or a first name and a last name from them. You should keep these conversations relatively simple and short. So, don't send 10 different text messages asking for every little piece of demographic data in your first conversation with subscribers. You can always follow up with them later and start getting more and more information about them and build out their profile over time. So to get started, you'll see that we have a little bit of compliance information here. Reply stop to quit, help for info, message and data rates may apply. These are industry requirements and they do need to be in the very first message you're sending a user. After that point, they should appear pretty regularly and consistently in the messages you send out. So we like to say about every 4 messages you send a subscriber should have the information for them to either stop and get help. You also want to include in this first message who you are. So this is really important, especially in a shared shortcode. You want to always let people know who this message is from. Unlike texting your friends and family, a lot of subscribers won't save the shortcode or save the number as your particular organization. So it's always good to introduce yourself and reintroduce yourself over time in your messages. You may even want to use a particular team member's name in these messages to give it a little bit more of a personal voice. So I'm just going to say Mobile Commons to our and then maybe we'll say something like, you'll get about 4 messages a month. Reply with your name. At this point, since we're asking for the name, we need to save their response as something. So go down here, we're going to save response as name. Now you can build out as many of these fields as you want. They are called custom fields. You can check out our custom fields article in our help desk for a little bit more information about this, or reach out to your strategist or Mobile Commons support for more details around building these out. We do have a few built-in profile fields that come built into the platform. So that's going to include name and address, email, zip code, and address. You'll be able to use all of these off the bat, and if you wanted anything more customized, like what is your favorite bear or favorite type of conservation, you can create any custom field that's relevant to your organization over time. In this case, we're just asking for name, and similar to any conversation, you want to create a reply when you ask for something. So our subscriber is going to reply with their first name here, and then we're going to say, thanks. You can even include the first name with our mail merge field here. So we're going to do first name. Welcome to our program. And you can, again, go ahead and keep getting more information out of them. At this point, I'm just going to let them know I'm going to save and continue. So our conversation here is now active. If you wanted to change this over time, you certainly could do that. So you can hit edit conversation. So say you're changing your wording a little bit. In this case, I actually realized I made a little bit of a mistake with my mail merge, and I'm going to update it. So now I'm going to save. Easy enough. Now we have a confirmation that my mail merge field worked. If you want more information on mail merge fields, similar to our custom fields, you can look at our help documentation, or you can go ahead and ask your mobile strategist for more details around using this. So at this point, our conversation here is live. You are free to take out your phone and check it out. So at this point, we can go to our text messages. I'm going to do this real quick so you can see what an incoming subscriber looks like. Now at this point, we want to go back to our campaign. So here's our wildlife conservation campaign. We're going to go in here. Now we have one subscription, so you can see how many subscribers you have. You can view the full report on those subscribers. So you're able to see how many active subscribers you have, and you can even see how many people have texted out or opted out of your campaign, how many messages were sent, and where people are coming from. So if you had multiple opt-in paths in this campaign, which is something you can do, you'll be able to see the numbers for each one of those campaigns. So if you had multiple web forms set up and you have an individual opt-in path for each of those, you could go ahead and use this report to compare and contrast which ones are more effective, where the most amount of subscribers are coming in from. You're also able to link out to your broadcast reports. We don't have a broadcast yet, but we're going to create one right now. So I'm going to go to my campaign. You can hit new broadcast real fast here and get started. I like to go into my actual campaign, hit new broadcast, and then build it out from here. So you just want to give this a name. Again, this is internal, doesn't go over to the end user. but I like to keep it organized, so I might do something like training, broadcast, and then I'll give it today's date. I'm going to create, continue. And now, very similar to the opt-in path, we're going to have our messages here. The only thing we don't have is the keyword or the way people are getting in. So instead of people texting in to receive this message, we're going to send this out directly to them, similar to an email. This is just going to appear on their phone. So in this case, we just sent this information. I'm going to say, just going to make something up. Today is National Sloth Day. I got this adorable guy. And I'm going to put who this is coming from. Now in this case, maybe you want to include a link here. I'm going to actually include an image. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to attach my media. So if you want to start using images in your campaign, you should refer to our help documentation around MMS messages. And you can also you can find that right here by going to help and support. You can go to videos as well for a quick view into that. So now I know this is MMS, the box appeared as blue, and I'm going to hit save and continue. I'm going to send this out to my subscriber. And like I mentioned before, you can always target specific subgroups within that campaign, and you can also suppress certain subgroups. So maybe at some point you ask people whether they like sloths or not, and 10 people said no, they don't like sloths. You might suppress them from getting this sloth picture, and then you can send it to everybody else. So I'm going to hit save and continue. I'm going to get a little preview here so I know what my message looks like going out to my phone. I strongly recommend creating a group of just yourself to target and test your messages to first, rather than sending it out to the entire bunch of subscribers you have for a campaign, right? So you'll go to home and groups and create a group, put just your phone number in it, and then you can target there. So creating groups is nice and simple. I'll show you how to do that as well. So I'm going to hit send now. You can schedule it as well, so you could hit send at a future date, and we have up to 2 more years in advance from today's date available in here. So if you're super organized, you want to get all of your messages in and ready to go, you can set them up there. We also have automatically adjust for each recipient's time zone here. So if you're going to adjust for each recipient's time zone, what you should know is that unless we have a zip code from, or a full address from one of your subscribers in their profile, we're going to derive their time zone from their phone number. Now that's not always perfect because people move across the country and they keep their original phone number. So if you are going to regularly use time zone sends, you might want to consult with your subscribers, send them out a quick message and ask them to reply with either their zip code or their full address, so we can get a better idea of what their time zone is. It's always, of course, a best practice to send at a neutral time of day that works for all of the US time zones. But I'm just going to hit send now, and I'm going to hit schedule. And okay, this is going to go right out to my phone. And there it is. Now at this point, I'm going to go back to my campaign, and we see that we have a broadcast here. So this broadcast went out, we just built it. You're able to get into the report now and see that one recipient got this message. If we ask something like, what is your favorite color? We could also see a response rate on here. You'd be able to see how many people replied to your message. So also within campaigns, you have the ability to send not only broadcast messages and set up opt-in paths, but you can create one messaging schedule per campaign as well. So a messaging schedule similar to a broadcast is going to allow you to send out messages at a specific time and date in the future. We have 2 types of messaging schedules. We have relative message schedule, and we have an absolute message schedule. And both of those allow customization at the custom field level. So you could ask your subscribers to reply with the time they want to receive messages, and you can actually include that in your messaging schedule and make it a little bit more customized for your subscriber. There's a really great help article on messaging schedules as well as a video, so you should check those out if you want to use messaging schedule. You'll click New Messaging Schedule here and then choose the type. Your absolute or actual send date is based on a time and date in the future that is hard and fast, or even today. So this is something like October 15th, January 30th, February 15th. And then you also have ones that are relative. So a relative to a user's target date, that could be 3 days after they opt in, 10 days after they opt in, 20 days after they opt in, or it could be based on a custom field that they have. So say you have a quit smoking campaign and you ask a subscriber to set their desired quit date. Maybe it's 4 days before the quit date, 10 days before the quit date. That is what a relative schedule is. For more information about those schedules, again, refer to our help article and our message schedule video. So I'm going to walk you through groups a little bit today, and then I recommend you start digging into our other help videos and articles to learn more about the details around all the features in the Mobile Commons platform. So I'm going to hit Make New Group here, and I'm going to show you how to create your test group so that you can send out your broadcast messages just to yourself first and make sure that they look good on your phone. In this case, I'm going to just hit Upload a CSV file of phone numbers. And I'm actually just going to put my phone number in here since I only have one. If you are working in a larger team that you want to send out test messages to, you can simply include a comma here and put in another number. I'm going to hit Preview Group. Now my group is set. I'm going to create it. And now if I wanted to create another broadcast message, I could target this group and make sure everything looks A-OK on my phone before sending it to the entire group. So if I wanted to do that, I'm going to go back to my campaign that we made. I'm going to hit New Broadcast. Hit Create and Continue. And this time I'm going to ask for people's zip codes. I'm going to save that zip code response right down here. Save and continue. And now, rather than send broadcast to our whole subscriber, I'm just going to target the group. And here is I'm going to hit Send Now. And I just got it. You'll note that this is approximately 0 people. I just made that group and I scheduled it to go out. It's going to look for the members of that campaign in real time, and then it'll update the recipients to have how many deliverable phones there are. So you might see a little bit of a difference here between how many people you just uploaded in that group and how many estimated recipients there are, but this is the number you're going to want to look for. It looks in real time and updates that number. So that's the very basics of the Mobile Commons platform. As you start working more and more in the platform, I recommend that you spend some time with our Help Center and our videos. So the videos are really great. Similar to this one, you'll be getting a walkthrough, step-by-step, click-by-click of how the Mobile Commons platform works. So you can go to video. Here are all your basics. So if you wanted a refresher on uploaded group, that's right here. Phone opt-in path, that's right here. Web opt-in path, an active campaign. You're also able to see how to create and schedule a broadcast, how to target your message, how to do phone calls, how to do MDatas, everything is built in right here, how to create short and trackable URLs. And then this advanced section offers a little bit more. So we have our message schedule video in here that I mentioned. We have an introduction to Liquid, which will tell you a little bit about that mail merge field I used and a few other features that that offers, and how to create an MData, which is our easy SMS query tool. So you should definitely check out the videos, and then our help and support center is linked right here as well. You will have to create a login for this the first time you use it, but all of our Mobile Commons content is right in here, and you're able to get a ton of articles about every corner of the platform. So you should definitely spend some time learning more about our platform. If you see something interesting in our platform here, just hop over to our knowledge base and learn a little bit more about it. For example, custom fields are right here. You can peek into how to create a custom field, what kind of custom fields we have available, what kind of content we normalize to. So I definitely suggest digging into our help desk a little bit, reading through some of these articles, and as always, the Mobile Commons support team and mobile strategy team is here to help you get started. Good luck, and we look forward to talking to you soon.